It's an old saying that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, they're also the part of a body that most people are looking at most of the time. So eye rejuvenation really consists of working on the part of your bodies that really you show the most. Eye rejuvenation can be functional, so we can improve vision, and it can also be cosmetic and improve appearance. Functionally, people really benefit from increasing their visual fields. So if you feel that usually happens with your upper eyelids, if your upper eyelids are affecting your vision, removing that excess skin from your upper eyelids can help that quite a bit. Same thing with your brows. If your eyebrows are dropping over time, that can affect your vision as well. Most people on average, if you look at plastic surgery studies, they feel that having eye rejuvenation surgery just from a cosmetic point of view can take 5 to 7 years off of your age of your face.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Storefronts, pop-up shops, food trucks, and digital retail. The way we do business is ever-changing, and so are we. Madison County Bank's business lending team is constantly evolving to support and provide new information to our business and commercial customers. We understand that your business is truly unique. We are ready to find the business banking services that fit your needs best. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Campbell Eberly Insurance. Contact Seth Pullman in Stanton or Tyler and Al Trainer in Norfolk. And by New Schindel, Nebraska. Want to know what games we're televising each week? Follow us on Twitter at NCN Sports.
We offer a full spectrum for eye rejuvenation. It's an old saying that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, they're also the part of a body that most people are looking at most of the time. So eye rejuvenation really consists of working on the part of your bodies that really you show the most. Eye rejuvenation can be functional, so we can improve vision, and it can also be cosmetic and improve appearance. Functionally, people really benefit from increasing their visual fields. So if you feel that usually happens with your upper eyelids, if your upper eyelids are affecting your vision, removing that excess skin from your upper eyelids can help that quite a bit. Same thing with your brows. If your eyebrows are dropping over time, that can affect your vision as well. Most people on average, if you look at plastic surgery studies, they feel that having eye rejuvenation surgery just from a cosmetic point of view can take 5 to 7 years off of your age of your face.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, Quality Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
dominance from Norfolk Catholic. They take down Stanton 57-28. Let's send it on down to Lou Siefker and our head coach of the Knights, Tim Kastmeyer, on NCN.
All right, Kalen, thanks a lot. How about the Norfolk Catholic Knights? The Lady Knights, they start the doubleheader off with an impressive 57-28 victory over the Stanton Mustangs. I'm joined now by head coach Tim Kastmeyer. And, Coach, you guys have struggled offensively the first couple of games, but you really got off to a good start this one. You had 18 points in the first quarter. What was kind of working early?
Well, we did a really good job of moving the basketball around on the perimeter, I thought. Our girls did a good job of attacking the gap when they could have, and then we found Avery, which is always nice to find. When she can shoot it like she does, she just allows everybody else just to relax and play. And I trust her decisions when she has the ball, either at the high post or on the perimeter. And then it's nice when some shots finally go down, because it was some of the same shots we've had in other games, but when they go in, you start feeling a little better about yourself then, too.
Absolutely. Now, it seemed like she was really looking for her shot early. Was that kind of the game plan, to get her going early and often?
Well, it's our game plan every time to have her be able to shoot it, because she's a high percentage shooter who can make a 2, make a 3, maybe get to the basket and get to the free throw line. So we always want that to happen. But then it's a matter of our other kids being able to see what the other team's giving us, too. If we can move the ball, we don't have anything really set for Avery right now yet. We haven't ran any plays. We were just running our offense at the time. So when you can get something good out of your offense, and obviously she's good at creating for herself, too. A couple of fast break opportunities she had that she finished were tremendous.
Well, defensively, it seemed like you guys not only were able to turn Stanton over, but you're also able to get points off those turnovers. How were you able to do that, and how important is that for you guys, especially when you're struggling a little bit offensively early?
Well, that's huge. Anytime you can get a steal and get a transition layup potential, or get to the free throw line from getting fouled on a layup in transition, it makes the game a lot easier. And then when you see the ball go in the hoop, you just gain confidence from it every time it goes. So I was proud of our effort on defense. I think Stanton's got some good kids on the perimeter that are hard to defend, and their point guard is really strong. So we fouled a lot on her early in the game, and I thought we did a much better job of containing her to the second half.
We talked about Avery, but the players around her played well tonight. I thought you had players like Wadier and Bremer, and certainly Eva Hartzell played very well, and I thought she did a great job defensively. Really took Stoddard out of the game quite a bit of tonight.
Well, and that's what we said. We didn't want her to get any clean looks, because every time she got a clean look tonight, she buried a 3. So and that means she had 2, I think, if I remember right on the stats. But we wanted to make sure we were in her face when she caught every time, and I thought we did a good job of talking collectively as a team. So we might have had a different matchup on her for a play or 2, but I thought our girls did a really good job of adjusting and matching up to where she was at.
Well, Coach, 2-1 on the year. Congratulations on a big win, and good luck as the season progresses.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, that's head coach Tim Kastmeyer. Let's get Avery. Avery Yost in here. Avery's over there signing autographs and just being all famous and everything. Avery, 27 points and 6 rebounds. Did you see that coming tonight?
Honestly, I was really excited just to go out there and play with my team and have a game. So, I mean, it happened, and I'm really proud of how my team came out and played.
It seemed like you were really looking for your shot early. Did you see something in that Stanton zone you felt like you could exploit?
Yeah, I definitely saw the high post flashes were very open. My teammates did a great job of cutting through and opening that up for me. So I just saw that opening and went and took it.
You've been part of this program for 4 years now. You had the leg injury. First of all, how's the leg doing?
It's doing great. I'm really fortunate enough to not have too many issues with it, just staying on top of my PT and all that. But it feels great to be back.
Yeah, it's certainly good to have you back. I'm sure your teammates feel that way. Now, we talk about your teammates. You're a senior. Have you kind of taken over that leadership role for this team now?
Yeah, for sure. We have a lot of younger girls stepping up into really big roles, so it's just kind of like helping them through that and through all the nerves and everything. But I'm really proud of how they stepped up into their roles this year.
Kind of nice to have a breakout offensive game, not only for you, but for the whole team, isn't it?
Yes, for sure. I'm really proud of how we came out and played tonight.
Well, you and the team played great, Avery. Congratulations on a win, and congratulations on being our player of the game.
Thank you. Thanks for everything.
Avery Yost, our player of the game. Caitlin, back to you.
Well, thanks, Lou. And Avery Yost, humble as ever. We saw her on the court making great decisions and a wonderful game, 27 points along with 6 rebounds. Well, let's take you to our top plays, brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank. For all your banking needs, Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there is a difference. And Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. Let's take a look at our top plays on News Channel Nebraska. Stanton and Norfolk Catholic. was hoping this would be a very good contest, competitive the entire way through. But Norfolk Catholic was the ones who started getting hot early on, and it was number 3, Avery Yostin, who helped the Knights propel to that early lead. Finished with 27 points in the evening. It also helped from a great supporting cast. Sidonia Wadier there with the layup, and it was good. For the Knights leading 14-7 now, first quarter, three-pointer open as she shows off the long ball as well. Avery Yostin started off strong, and that was really the tone setter for Norfolk Catholic. Lou mentioned it in the pregame. Whoever gets started hot early might be the one who takes it away. There's a three from Becca Stoddard. Really hoping the Mustangs can get her more looks as this season continues. Yostin buries another three. Heading into the third quarter, it's all Norfolk Catholic to this point. Another three, good from the left wing. Knights able to tack another one on. It was J.C. Wolf knocking down that three-pointer. Then all the way to the rack, Olivia Hupp, and she had a tremendous game for Stanton. Finished with 12 points, had 8 rebounds as well, and that is another player that Stanton would love to see continuing their play style throughout this season. As we head to the fourth quarter, Norfolk Catholic dominating 43-21. There's Yostin again, making it look easy on the way inside and finding open access to the bucket. There's Stoddard for three for Stanton. Becca Stoddard finished with 6 points, 2 threes. You heard Tim Kastmeyer say it, whenever you leave her open, it's always dangerous. And she was able to knock away a couple of threes. And how about Yostin finishing it off? A circus shot for her 26th and 27th points. 57-28, our final score. Norfolk Catholic takes down Stanton. And make sure you stay tuned because we have the boys game, Knights and Mustangs, coming up next on News Channel Nebraska. Don't go anywhere.
Storefronts, pop-up shops, food trucks, and digital retail. The way we do business is ever changing, and so are we. Madison County Bank's business lending team is constantly evolving to support and provide new information to our business and commercial customers. We understand that your business is truly unique. We are ready to find the business banking services that fit your needs best. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Campbell Eberly Insurance. Contact Seth Pullman in Stanton or Tyler and Al Trainer in Norfolk. And by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know what games we're televising each week? Follow us on Twitter at NCN Sports.
We offer a full spectrum for eye rejuvenation. It's an old saying that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, they're also the part of a body that most people are looking at most of the time. So eye rejuvenation really consists of working on the part of your bodies that really you show the most. Eye rejuvenation can be functional, so we can improve vision, and it can also be cosmetic and improve appearance. Functionally, people really benefit from increasing their visual fields. So if you feel that usually happens with your upper eyelids, if your upper eyelids are affecting your vision, removing that excess skin from your upper eyelids can help that quite a bit. Same thing with your brows. If your eyebrows are dropping over time, that can affect your vision as well. Most people on average, if you look at plastic surgery studies, they feel that having eye rejuvenation surgery just from a cosmetic point of view can take 5 to 7 years off of your age of your face.
This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. This broadcast is presented by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? Visit GoCurrency.com. And by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at LibertyFirstCU.com.
Still very early in the basketball season for both of these teams tonight. Norfolk Catholic and Stanton ready to do battle. I would say that both teams are probably still looking forward to switch from one sport of football to another. We got two state champions on the court tonight. Norfolk Catholic and Stanton both winning the titles in football just a few weeks ago. Kaylin Devin and Lucy are with you on News Channel Nebraska. Should be a fun one tonight.
Well, it'll be interesting because neither of these teams have had much practice, right? They've probably had more games than practice almost because of the football schedule. This should be an interesting one. I think Norfolk Catholic, the thing to watch in this game is Norfolk Catholic's size against Stanton. They've got a lot of big guys. We'll talk about one of them here in a minute. But the height for Norfolk Catholic, I think, is a decided advantage. Can Stanton rebound and defend the post against a much bigger Norfolk Catholic team?
Well, and for Stanton, it all starts with Barrett Wilkie, quarterback on the gridiron, also point guard and really court leader on the court for the Mustangs. Leading scorer, and looking to see how they can play tonight.
Yeah, 14.5 points a game, and he's the only guy in double figures right now for the Mustangs. I think the question right now is going to be who else steps up. I think Barrett Wilkie will have his points tonight. Who for Stanton is going to help him out? Who else is going to get in double figures? I think somebody has to for them to stay anywhere near Norfolk Catholic in this one.
One for Norfolk Catholic. They love to get it down to the paint. Looking at their senior, Nolan Fennessy, who has been a really key player since his sophomore year off the bench, now a star starting center for Norfolk Catholic.
Yeah, role player with some really good Norfolk Catholic state teams. Now it's kind of his team. He's averaging almost 20 and 10 a game, a double-double. He's kind of the focal point now. We'll see how he handles that through the year. He's not just a football player. He's a pretty good basketball player, too. And those numbers are going to be hard to go against. I think he's definitely the key for Norfolk Catholic. Can Stanton control him in the paint?
And not only that, but both teams looking for their first win. Stanton 0-3, Norfolk Catholic 0-2. Who will get that coveted first win of the season? It's all coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Pre-game show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCo.com.
For people who struggle with day-to-day activities, an occupational therapist can help them get back to normal. Let's speak with an occupational therapist from Faith Regional. I'm joined now by Ann Zimmerman, an occupational therapist with Faith Regional Health Services. And I think we start at the beginning. What is an occupational therapist?
You bet. An occupational therapist is essentially somebody who works with anybody who's had any sort of illness, surgery, hospitalization, and they really need to regain those skills that they need to be able to go back home again, safely live on their own or with family.
What are some of the themes that work across the board that people are trying to improve on?
For occupational therapists, we're really focused in on those everyday tasks that people do. So if you think about it, after somebody has a surgery or is in the hospital for a period of time, they need to learn how to get dressed on their own again, shower on their own again, cook, clean, laundry, even if they're caring for a child, anything like that. So it's all those tasks that we're really working on them being able to do, again, to improve their quality of life and to achieve those goals.
Now, mentally, how do they handle these situations, things they've been able to do forever, but all of a sudden can't? That has to be hard.
We really try to focus also on that, the emotional, psychological aspect of it, and really give them a lot of good feedback as they're coming along, and really involve them in goal setting too. What are the things that you want to be able to do to go home and live independently again, and really honing in and focusing on that. Also, a big piece of that is education, letting them know that this is why we're doing the certain activities. It's really explaining to the patient why we're doing certain tasks so that they can relate those to their goals.
What do your patients tell you when they're able to achieve goals? What's that like for them?
It's pretty amazing for them to be able to return back home and be able to be within that environment that they feel most comfortable. So it's extremely gratifying. I love what I do. I'm very gifted and blessed to be able to help these individuals return back to living on their own and being able to just, it's a quality of life thing for them just to be able to do those things that they want to do on a daily basis.
And thank you so much for joining us today.
You bet. Thank you so much for having me.
Pre-game show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCo.com.
Norfolk Catholic and Stanton set to do battle in the second game of our doubleheader. It's the boys' game. As Stanton ready, they are announcing their starting lineups. But first, let's take you to our school spotlight, brought to you by Currency. And Currency can help you out whether it comes to financing big-ticket items. Go to GoCurrency.com for details. In Stanton, Nebraska of Stanton County, 1,500 in the town of Stanton, plus 99 in the school, and they are the Mustangs. Meanwhile, Norfolk Catholic resides in Norfolk of almost 25,000 people. Madison County, 109 students in the high school of Norfolk Catholic, and they are the Knights. Starting lineups for both teams. For the Mustangs, got to look at our key players. Number 3, Jaron Bloom, along with Mitchell Hupp, Josh Ahrens, Barrett Wilkie, and Tanner Zimmerman. Your starters for the Mustangs. Then for Norfolk Catholic, Hayden Kelly, Nolan Fennessy, Carter Jansen, Max Hammond, and Nathan Timmerman.
Well, how this game starts is going to be big. If you're Stanton, you really want to get off to a quick start here. Playing on the road, Stanton's a team that's only scored about 27 points a game in the first 3 games this year. That's why it's important. You've got to play well offensively early in the game, and you'd like to build a little bit of confidence that, again, a team that's been struggling to score. And then Norfolk Catholic, we mentioned they're 0-2 coming into this one, but a 1-point loss to Grand Island Central Catholic and a 4-point loss to Class B Omaha Gross. And again, I think both these teams can make a little bit of an excuse that they haven't had a lot of practice time because of the football going so deep, and both teams getting that hardware for the state championships in their respective classes.
Then again, that and the early quality of opponents and tough teams right off the get-go, as Fennessy tips the ball to Norfolk Catholic, and they will get this thing going. The Knights are wearing the beautiful script jerseys, white with the red trim. It's beautiful, as Hayden Kelly misses the first 3-pointer of the game. Offensive rebound pulled down by Max Hammond. He goes up and misses. This ball heads out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knights. Stanton wearing their all-black jerseys and the orange trim down the sides. Got to see a lot of effort both ends for Norfolk Catholic and Stanton. Here's Fennessy. Nice pass over to Kelly. Quickly over. Moving around nicely. A lot of familiar last names on Norfolk Catholic's roster here from just a couple years ago.
I've got some siblings playing, and certainly players that played then as well, like this guy right here, Fennessy.
Fennessy, nice move, couldn't connect. As Stanton gets the rebound, and here is our player to watch, Barrett Wilkie. All right, now it's Bloom. Bloom can be incredibly quick with the basketball as well. This ball out of bounds, last touched by Norfolk Catholic. But you got to love the way that Jaron Bloom runs. Very quick, along with Barrett Wilkie. They have some speed on this Stanton offense. Inside, looking down low. Zimmerman denied. Down low, tough shot. Jansen, no good. Offensive board, Timmerman. And a jump ball called. Possession arrow favoring Stanton.
Like that block there a moment ago in the post by Fennessy. And here we go, off and running. They don't get any points out of it, but I think that's what you want to do is certainly defend the paint, and then when you have the opportunities to run with the basketball, I think Norfolk Catholic wants to take those.
For as big as Fennessy is, he is fast.
Yeah, good athlete.
3-pointer, no good off back iron. Wilkie gave it a shot. Here's Hayden Kelly. Now Timmerman. To Jansen inside, high post. That ball tipped away back into the hands of Fennessy, finding a wide open Max Hammond for three. No good. Another offensive rebound by Norfolk Catholic. Going up with it is Kelly. Misses. Another attempt. That time it's good. Hayden Kelly shatters the lid off the basket, and the Knights are on the board.
Yeah, Kelly pounding the offensive glass. Misses the first one. If you don't succeed, try again. And that's what they say. Kelly stays with it and gets the bucket. Now a chance for an and one.
Banks in the free throw.
Let's see that end of the floor. We've seen that a couple times now.
Saw it toward the end of the girls' game, and now we have it in the boys' game. 3-0 lead for Norfolk Catholic after the and one. Tough shot. Fennessy is second block in the first 3 minutes of the game.
I think you see the athletic ability there, just going up and getting that one. Even though he's the football player saying he's got that good hops. He's a good athlete.
Nathan Timmerman inside Fennessy. He keeps it, able to dish it out to Hammond. Open again in the corner. Max Hammond can't connect. Another offensive board by Jansen. Going up and misses. Then Kelly with the high rebound. Timmerman shot fake. Gets by Wilkie. Open shot. Kelly, that's no good. Another offensive board.
Wow.
They keep on grabbing them, but can't finish. Finally, Stanton takes possession. Wilkie dishes off to Bloom. No look pass to Wilkie for three. No, too long. And Hammond on the board. 2-on-2 on the other way. Hammond goes up and lays it in over top of Tanner Zimmerman.
Well, Norfolk Catholic really dominating the boards. Already, I've got him for 6 offensive rebounds. Make that 7 offensive rebounds.
And they lead it 5-0 over Stanton early on. This ball tipped away and stolen. Here's Hammond going up and puts it in. 4 straight points for Max Hammond. You talk about turnovers. Stanton averaging 27 turnovers a game.
Yeah, they have no chance to stay in this game if they turn it over like that. And you see what Norfolk Catholic wants to do. They want to pressure the ball. They want to get out and run. Here we go again.
Wide open. Cherry picking Hammond puts it in. He's got 6 straight points. Timeout called by Stanton, and first-year head coach Andrew Erbst will take one with him with 4:01 to play in the first quarter. Norfolk Catholic 9-0 lead over Stanton.
Storefronts, pop-up shops, food trucks, and digital retail. The way we do business is ever-changing, and so are we. Madison County Bank's business lending team is constantly evolving to support and provide new information to our business and commercial customers. We understand that your business is truly unique. We are ready to find the business banking services that fit your needs best. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Campbell Eberly Insurance. Contact Seth Pullman in Stanton or Tyler and Al Trainer in Norfolk. And by New Schindler, Nebraska. Want to know what games we're televising each week? Follow us on Twitter at NCN Sports.
Such a prestigious school, Norfolk Catholic, with a wall of banners. How many state championships can this school get, as Max Hammond with 6 straight points for the Knights? They lead 9-0 over Stanton on News Channel Nebraska. Both of these teams won state titles in football this fall.
Yeah, it was great to see, really, the Northeast Nebraska teams representing. Stanton did a great job, obviously. Norfolk Catholic winning again.
Zimmerman gets stripped again. The Knights are turning it over, or making turnovers easily. Able to pick the pocket of the Mustangs right now. Stanton looking for some defense and some rebounding. The shot no good. There's Braden Burbach. Brother Preston played a couple years ago.
Yeah, he's got the size in there, that height. 6'6". Those guys are tall.
Burbach's have some height.
That allows the big man there, Fennessy, to play off out of that middle of that lane.
Mustangs looking for their first points. Inside, Zimmerman puts it up and no good, left it short. Fessy with the rebound. Hammond to slow it down for Norfolk Catholic. Fennessy on the wing, inside to Hammond, back out. Nolan Fennessy drives, puts it up, and no good. Rebound poked around and fought for. It's won by Fennessy. He misses again, and a foul. Well, Norfolk Catholic with a 9-point lead, 9-0 over Stanton, has not been the best performance offensively. They've had lots of opportunities down low, lots of offensive rebounds, but really hasn't been very clean inside. Got to give credit to Stanton with some defense early on.
Well, Norfolk Catholic really crashing the glass. They are owning the boards, especially on the offensive side. It has not translated into a lot of points. You're right. They've missed a lot of bunnies.
Inside, looking for Zimmerman, and he gets the first points up for Stanton. Tanner Zimmerman.
Good job by Zimmerman to just catch that ball in the paint and then almost a hook shot there over the bigger defender for the bucket.
That's what you need for the Mustangs. Get some points offensively and see if you can hold the Knights on defense. Limit those offensive rebounds. Kelly, head fake, moves inside, looks to get rid of the basketball, and he does to Hammond. Brother Ben playing at Northeast Community College. Finding a nice pass inside, it's Max Hammond again. What a pass and what a finish.
Now that's a high percentage look. There you go for Norfolk Catholic. Both teams in the zone, and Norfolk Catholic's really pressuring Stanton away from the lane.
And a foul goes against Norfolk Catholic.
That ball pressure in that zone, that should leave that free throw line area open. You saw Zimmerman inside the lane get a good look there a moment ago. Question is, can Stanton continually get past that first pressure and get the ball inside?
Jumper from the baseline, Mitchell Hupp, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jansen. Hayden Kelly, now to Jansen. Finding Kelly again, now to Burbach on the high post. Decides to take it in, and he gets fouled.
I think that's a smart play there by Burbach. Kind of backed off of him a little bit. Not up on him. Zimmerman kind of backed off him a little bit, and Burbach put the ball on the floor once and attacked the basket.
Foul's on the floor as Kelly looking to get it in. It's caught by Fisher. He drives in, tough shot, rolls off the front of the rim. Another offensive rebound by Burbach. Fighting for it. Here comes Kelly. He's got it. Puts it back up off the glass. No good. And another foul. Possession heads towards Stanton's direction.
Boy, Norfolk Catholic is just destroying Stanton on the boards. But just not able to make those shots. On one hand, you credit Norfolk Catholic for being aggressive and handling their business on the boards. They're just not able to get those putbacks to go. Or otherwise, this score could be much bigger than a 9-point lead.
41.7 to play in the first quarter. Definitely dominating the glass offensively, but not finding a lot of scoring. This ball poked away and stolen. Jansen gets it up the court. Fisher misses. Then stolen away again. Kelly to Jansen. Goes inside and a blocking foul.
Stanton struggling right now handling the basketball. That's already 6 turnovers in the first quarter. You mentioned their struggles with turnovers. You just can't have that many and stay with Norfolk Catholic.
Aiden Core releases from 3. Instead, it winds up in the hands of Braden Burbach, who puts it in. We'll call that an assist for Aiden Core. 13-2.
I put that as an offensive rebound in my book, but
yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. If you're actually statting the game, Jansen a heave, no good. At the end of one quarter, Norfolk Catholic with an 11-point lead, 13-2. With offensive rebound, we'll see who can win the second quarter. That's coming up next on NCN.
Well, Norfolk Catholic Knights have been doing it on the boards, but it's been Max Hammonds doing all the scoring. 8 points. He gets the run out there for the easy bucket. They haven't been easy very often for Norfolk Catholic, but here's another one. Max Hammond. He's out in front of that offensive play there, that fast break. And then how about another one, a layup. I guess if you're struggling, you just go to Max Hammond, number 5. You get him the basketball, and good things happen. He's got 8 points in the first quarter. 8 of the 13 Norfolk Catholic points. Max Hammond, great first quarter for the Knights.
Yeah, he's been very, very good today. Lots of speed. One of the reasons why Norfolk Catholic leads by 11. But his brother's got some really good basketball ability, playing for the Northeast Hawks. Ben Hammond, a really good three-point shooter. Played at Norfolk Catholic a couple of years ago. Max Hammond trying to not only fill his shoes, but create his own shoes, if you will.
Fennessy trying to force that ball inside. Hupp had good position. Now Fennessy with a near steal. Look out.
Oh, what a move. Fennessy gets to the third row of the stands.
He does
Norfolk
get the
Catholic keeps possession. Fennessy with a beautiful behind-the-back move. Wide open. Hammond. Again, he's got 10.
Wow. Well, I don't know. I'm just glad there weren't any women or children in those first couple of rows with Fennessy coming into the stands. I thought he stepped out, but they get the steal. And here's another one. My goodness.
Norfolk Catholic reading the passing lanes and belted into the wall. Is Hayden Kelly ran into Wilkie. And here's that replay again. That was the nice save from Kelly, and then, from Fennessy, and the nice pass to Max Hammond.
Yeah, Fennessy with a good pass out of the high post after getting that steal.
Free throws for Hayden Kelly. First one's good. Remember the new rules with the NSAA. Each quarter, fouls reset. There are no more 1-and-1s. At each foul, you can reach up to 5 fouls, and by the 5th foul, that is where there will be 2 shots each and every time afterward.
That'll take some getting used to.
I always think that 1-and-1s make the game a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, I think it really puts an onus on the free throw shooting, which is a skill that sometimes erodes a little bit. But certainly you have the opportunity to shoot 2. That also helps a good free throw shooting team.
First-year head coach Andrew Herbst leading the Stanton Mustangs. Graduate from Stanton back in 2004. And now the first-year head coach. Here's Bloom. Nice bounce pass to Hupp on the baseline. Mitchell Hupp connects.
There you go. That's something to build on. Good offensive set for Stanton. Good ball movement. Got a nice mid-range shot. Knocked it home. They've got to try to be consistent on that. You got to limit the turnovers and then run those sets the way you just ran them. You got a chance to get back in the ball game.
Mitchell Hupp, another really talented player. Great wide receiver and tight end for Stanton football, but he's also a nice basketball player. Here's a 3. That's no good from Timmerman. And this thing goes out of bounds. Off of the Knights.
Well, the first quarter on the boards was amazing for Norfolk Catholic. 17 rebounds, 11 of those were offensive. They really dominated. It was 17-4 on the boards in favor of the Knights.
Here's Wilkie over to the left side, now into the corner. Moving in, there's Hupp again. Gets the roll. Mitchell Hupp with 4 straight points for Stanton. 16-6.
Good job attacking that defense and getting in along that baseline, getting a nice look. Stanton knocked down a couple of them now.
10-point game. Fennessy inside using his body. Takes it right to the rack and misses initially. Goes back up, puts it in and one.
Wow. That's just sheer strength. That's just a big fella in there. And there's a lot of teams are going to have trouble with this fella, this Nolan Fennessy. Just strength. He's just bigger and stronger than the guys in Stanton.
Averaging 20 and 10. Just the way that he's played today, he's been so good.
He has 6 rebounds here in the first half, 3 offensive rebounds.
He's got 3 points today. That was his first bucket. But he's made some nice moves. Max Hammond with his speed all the way up and one again. Back-to-back and one opportunities, and it's Max Hammond this time.
No, Max Hammond has made a living off that tonight, has he not? Off those turnovers, get out in front of that play and get the fast break points. That's where Hammond has lived tonight. He's had a big first half.
It's Jaron Bloom's second foul. Hammond's free throw is good. 13 points for Hammond, leading all scorers.
What's really started on the defensive end, and another near steal.
Another one. Up in the corner to Bloom. 5:15 to play in the second quarter. Barrett Wilkie quickly inside. The quick hands from Hammond. Tipped away and stolen.
Just hands in passing lanes everywhere. Stanton just cannot get the ball inside at all. Another steal. That's 11 turnovers in the first half for Stanton.
22-6 as Core with it on the wing. Flips it cross court to Fisher. Back to Core. And there's Bloom got up there. Burbach rips the ball away again. Core almost out of bounds. Nice ball movement. Fisher open for 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Jansen is good.
Another offensive rebound. That's 13. 13 offensive rebounds for Norfolk Catholic in the first half.
24-6 the score with 4:20 to play in the second quarter. Looking to move it inside now to the top of the key. Here's Wilkie. Down low. Hupp. He's been hot from the baseline. No good. Rebound pulled down by Burbach and Norfolk Catholic. Knights continuing to move as they have been working well. Now over to the far sideline, trying to move the basketball around. Burbach to the wing as Jansen now looking over to the right wing. Here's the 3. That 3 ball no good. And an off-ball foul. It will go against Norfolk Catholic and Braden Burbach. Burbach's second foul in the game so far. 3:49 to play in the first half.
I think there's some parallels with this Norfolk Catholic, the boys team, as with the girls team. Can they make perimeter shots? This could be a really dangerous team if you shoot at a high percentage from the field. They've had just killed them on the board, killed Stanton on the boards, but they have not shot very well in this first half.
Here's Hupp, catches it, keeps it in bounds. Stanton from a year ago. Here's Wilkie, first of all. Bucket, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Knights. Stanton a year ago finished 10-15 after a 1-7 start. Took on Norfolk Catholic in the sub-district semifinal. This foul from Burbach. He's headed to the line. But the Mustangs and the Knights have only played each other twice since 2010. Norfolk Catholic has won both games. They beat Stanton last year and then last beat them in 2015.
You'd think they'd be playing more due to the just the location, not very far apart.
Stanton from last year's team lost. They're both leading scorers. Owen Vogel, who was very good with the basketball, and Joe Butterfield, a really good shooter. Here's another steal. Knights wind up with the ball again. Timmerman, coast to coast, misses. The ball last touched by the Mustangs and out of bounds.
Yeah, those are the shots right there that you saw Timmerman miss, that they've been missing the entire first half. Still have a 19-point lead, but I think if Norfolk Catholic's going to take that next step, you've got to shoot at a higher percentage, especially when you have those advantages.
25-6. Here's Kelly. Nice bounce pass. Burbach went in for the dunk. It's no good. Mitchell Hupp to Wilkie, and he lost it out of bounds. His last touch by Norfolk Catholic. The shooting percentage by both teams has not been great in this first half.
Yeah, neither team really. Stan's having a tough time getting shots off. When they run their sets and they get good looks, they've been knocking them home. It's just they've had so many turnovers, 12 in this first half. And Norfolk Catholic has missed a bunch of shots in the lane, a lot of them off offensive rebound.
.2:23 to play in the first half. 25-6, Norfolk Catholic leading. Here's Bloom, gets it away to Hupp, now in the corner. Wilkie, quick three, no good. Rebounded by Core. Gets it away to Fisher. Inside Burbach. Pass it back out to Core. He drives in. Looking to get rid of it. Burbach winds up with it. Puts it up and good. Braden Burbach.
Like the footwork there in the paint. Made his way to make that a closer shot and actually a point blank shot.
27-6. Wide open, Hupp for three. It's blocked. Timmerman got there. And it's last touch by Stanton. Braden Burbach got it off of a Mustang and out of bounds to turn it over back to the Knights.
That's just great hustle. I like the hustle that Norfolk Catholic's bringing.
Student section loves it.
Yeah, now that student section's fired up.
Ever since Kevin Manzer has arrived at Norfolk Catholic as the head coach, the Knights have really found some rhythm. Made it back to state back-to-back years for the first time since 2012. And, of course, Norfolk Catholic will look to do that again this year. But it's been a nice time with Kevin Manzer as head coach. He's done a very good job with Norfolk Catholic.
2 years ago, they lost that semifinal game to Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family, which was a great game in the semifinals, and then won the third place game
against Amherst, but then
lost to them last year
in overtime last year. And that was an Amherst team too that had a lot to play for. That was a group of seniors who had kind of been playing since their freshman year, and one of their really close friends, another really good freshman on that Amherst team 4 years ago, named Slink was his nickname. He passed away due to a heart condition. They were kind of a team on a mission and finished as runner-ups last year. That was a really nice Amherst team.
Yep, and I tell you what, that first round game with Norfolk Catholic was an outstanding game. That was a good basketball game.
Yeah, it went to overtime and everything. .115 to play in this first half. Almost stolen away by Fisher. Knights are everywhere, and that's a foul. on Norfolk Catholic. It's Gage Yostin
and
picks
Bloom,
up the foul.
What Bloom did there was smart. Norfolk Catholic's very aggressive. Come and meet the basketball. And I think that's what you need to do more of if you're Stanton, is to be aggressive on the offensive end and come meet the basketball. Allow those Norfolk Catholic guys to go through you to get the steal, and that creates the fouls. That's just part of being a little stronger with the basketball, a little more aggressive mindset on the offensive end.
Stanton looking for some momentum offensively. Wilkie gets it over to Davidson. Back to Davidson, shot fake. Now Wilkie a three, no good, and a foul. Aiden Core fouls Barrett Wilkie, and that will send him to the free throw line for 3 shots.
Oh, there you go. Get a chance from the free throw line off the foul. From the 3-point line, get 3 free throws.
Wilkie misses the first. Really an opportunity to grab some points here.
Yeah, certainly. Wilkie, a good scorer. The only Stanton Mustang in double figures so far this year.
Makes this one. That is his first point of the game.
Yeah, that's kind of telling. Guy that kind of leads the way offensively for Stanton, only with 1 point, missed the free throw.
Core pulls down the rebound. Here's Hammond to Fisher. Fisher moves in, tries to get rid of the basketball. Picked up by Core. Has an open lane. Aiden Core right to the rack.
Core with the easy bucket. Stanton just kind of let him have that lane off of that loose rebound, and that's too easy.
31-7. Ball poked away again. Bloom with it. Stolen by Yostin. Hammond with 20 seconds to play in the first half. Fisher to Yostin. 13 seconds. Hammond gets it to Yostin again. His shot almost denied. Burbuck keeps it. Turnaround jumper, no good. And that is the end of our first half of basketball. Norfolk Catholic dominating Stanton early, 31-7. Coming up next, we have our halftime highlights, our stats analysis, and more. It's all coming up on News Channel Nebraska.
We offer a full spectrum for eye rejuvenation. It's an old saying that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, they're also the part of a body that most people are looking at most of the time. So eye rejuvenation really consists of working on the part of your bodies that really you show the most. Eye rejuvenation can be functional, so we can improve vision, and it can also be cosmetic and improve appearance. Functionally, people really benefit from increasing their visual fields. So if you feel that usually happens with your upper eyelids, if your upper eyelids are affecting your vision, removing that excess skin from your upper eyelids can help that quite a bit. Same thing with your brows. If your eyebrows are dropping over time, that can affect your vision as well. Most people on average, if you look at plastic surgery studies, they feel that having eye rejuvenation surgery just from a cosmetic point of view can take 5 to 7 years off of your age of your face.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Safety, reliability, and the most propane storage in the region. Solutions and service you can count on with Farmers Pride, the trusted supplier of propane for over 50 years. With scheduled delivery and budget and prepay plans, Farmers Pride has the right solution to fit your propane needs. Farmers Pride offers residential, agricultural, and commercial propane sales and service across the Siouxland area. Farmers Pride, in the field, on your farm, in your community.
The Heart and Vascular team at Faith Regional Cardiovascular Institute has spent the last 22 years focused on providing the highest level of heart care possible. With over 24,000 patients seen in the last 2 years alone, we know cardiac care by heart. Today, we offer the most advanced practices and technology to patients in 11 local communities, ensuring easier access to cardiology services. With specialists focusing on heart failure, vascular diseases, thoracic surgery, abnormal heart rhythms, and general cardiology, you can count on our heart experts to collaborate to provide you with the best care possible. Faith Regional Cardiovascular Institute, keeping a pulse on the hearts of Nebraska for over 2 decades, is the faith difference.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people. Now we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
My brother RJ had me believe that he knew exactly what he was taking, but I don't think that during those times he was ever necessarily sober. We lost RJ at 32 to a prescription opioid overdose.
Some jobs are hard work, long hours, busy days, late nights. But there's something in us that keeps us going when we know what we're doing is making a difference in someone's life. Because it's the hardest jobs that are the most important, and that pride you feel makes it more than worth the effort. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
It's been all Norfolk Catholic early in this one, 31-7 the lead over Stanton, and nice little halftime game, trying to make some buckets to get a pop or some candy or some kind of treats. I want to go down there and shoot some balls. Maybe we'll get a snack.
Yeah, you just throw one down and break the rim, and then we'd all be here all night.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, let's talk about our halftime highlights here with Norfolk Catholic and Stanton. They have been very dominant through this one, leading 31-7. And here are some of our highlights. Max Hammond has really been the catalyst for the Knights early on, finding his lane and 13 points in that first half.
Yeah, he's been out in front of those fast breaks, and he's gotten some easy looks. It's been a good first half for Max Hammond.
Not only that, but the offensive rebounding. Got the height with Fennessy. Look at that play. Nolan Fennessy into the stands with a behind-the-back save. And not only that, does he get the pass back in, he gets the assist.
That's a good possession when you get a steal and then you get an assist.
Doesn't have to be down low if he doesn't want to be. Baseline jumper good from Mitchell Hupp. As Stanton trying to find a little bit of momentum offensively, but always is so tough when you got a guy like Nolan Fennessy who can get offensive rebounds, go back up with it, make the free throw shot as well. The way that Nolan Fennessy has played this season, averaging nearly a double-double, shows why Norfolk Catholic is one of the best teams to face. Always a talented team, especially under Kevin Manzer. Knights have been to state twice in a row.
Yeah, they've had a great run here. And I think even though they started 0-2, I think this team could be very good before the end of the year. And again, really both these teams, you just don't, that's the downside of having a good football team is the basketball team, you get very limited amount of practice before the season starts, and you're a little bit behind other teams. But you certainly will take those state championships. Both these schools will. But I think in this game, Stanton's lucky to be only down 24, to be quite honest, because Norfolk Catholic absolutely owned the offensive glass. They had 14 offensive rebounds in the first half, and a lot of those offensive rebounds led to missed shots at times for Norfolk Catholic. A lot of their points, as we saw in the highlights, came off some fast breaks, but certainly those offensive rebounds eventually led to points. And boy, if Stanton has any chance to come back in this, you got to control the boards, and it has been very one-sided here in the first half in favor of Norfolk Catholic.
That, and you got to find a way to find some offense, get some shots up, and see if you can light a spark. Norfolk Catholic 31, Stanton 7. Almost a football score in our basketball game. That's fitting with two football schools. Heading into the third quarter. It's coming up next on NCN.
We offer a full spectrum for eye rejuvenation. It's an old saying that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, they're also the part of a body that most people are looking at most of the time. So eye rejuvenation really consists of working on the part of your bodies that really you show the most. Eye rejuvenation can be functional, so we can improve vision, and it can also be cosmetic and improve appearance. Functionally, people really benefit from increasing their visual fields. So if you feel that usually happens with your upper eyelids, if your upper eyelids are affecting your vision, removing that excess skin from your upper eyelids can help that quite a bit. Same thing with your brows. If your eyebrows are dropping over time, that can affect your vision as well. Most people on average, if you look at plastic surgery studies, they feel that having eye rejuvenation surgery just from a cosmetic point of view can take 5 to 7 years off of your age of your face.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Campbell Eberly Insurance. Contact Seth Pullman in Stanton or Tyler and Al Trainer in Norfolk. And by New Schindler, Nebraska. Want to know what games we're televising each week? Follow us on Twitter at NCN Sports.
Third quarter just about getting going in this one on the road in Norfolk, Nebraska. The Knights are the home team as Stanton travels up about 15 minutes to the northwest to take on the Norfolk Catholic Knights. 24-point lead for NC.
Well, the other thing for Stanton is you've got to limit turnovers. 13 turnovers have led to a lot of points. I think that's where really Norfolk Catholic's hurt them worse than they did on the offensive glass was off those turnovers. Because, as you mentioned, you just can't get shots off when you're turning it over.
Hayden Kelly inside to Fennessy, and he finds an open shot on the right side for a bucket, 33-7.
That's just tough for the guys down inside for Stanton. Certainly Zimmerman just does not match up well size-wise against a much bigger Fennessy.
I don't know how many people do match up size-wise against Fennessy. I mean, look at that. On his way down, and he still pulls down the rebound.
Yeah, there's not many guys out there that match up physically with him.
Especially in Class C2.
He's going to be a Nebraska football player next year. Preferred walk-on.
As of now.
Yeah, that could always change, couldn't it?
See if he gets a scholarship. but representing his home state in a strong way. This ball goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Knights.
I think Norfolk Catholic would like to extend this lead and get your subs in the game, earlier than maybe normal. They had 2 close losses to start the season.
Kelly's open, buries the 3.
Yeah, I think Caden Kelly could be a difference maker for this Norfolk Catholic team from the perimeter. They need somebody to step up and knock down those type of shots. Caden Kelly certainly capable. You saw it there as he knocked down a big 3.
Ball on the court, picked up by the Knights, and a jump ball will stay with Stanton.
And I think for Stanton, the struggle probably going to be all year long is just finding offense. They just don't have a lot of options offensively. And certainly the guy right there with the basketball, Barrett Wilkie.
Throw this one away.
Yep.
Our broadcast today is thanks in part to United Healthcare, where small towns matter. Hammond leads the ball up the court. 29-point lead for Norfolk Catholic. Move around quickly again. Kelly fires away and connects once again.
Well, there you go. That's what Kelly can do. That's 2 for 2 here in the second half from downtown. That really extending this lead now.
First 2 3-pointers of the game for Norfolk Catholic. And this goes right through the hands of Tanner Zimmerman. And out of bounds.
It's frustrating for Stanton right now.
Burbach and Fisher check in for Norfolk Catholic. Tennessee gets a nice high five from Kevin Manzer. Burbach inside, looking to get it to Kelly, who finds his way back out to Fisher. Timmerman moves in and tied up with a jump ball. He did make the shot, but of course the jump ball will stop that from going in.
Norfolk Catholic able to penetrate in that zone. Able to kick it out now. You got a guy like Kelly who's hot. You'd like to see a kick out to your shooters when that zone collapses once you've broken into that lane.
Going up over 2 defenders, no good. Bloom chases down the rebound for Stanton. 5:10 to play in the third quarter. Wilkie takes a contested 3 off the backboard, no good. Jansen with the rebound, leading Fisher. Fisher goes up and he's stripped away. Good defense by Wilkie getting back there and poking that ball out.
That's great hustle. That's what you want to see out of, especially your one of your leaders. Despite the fact the game is, you're down 32, you've got your leader making plays like that, hustle plays. That will pay dividends later in the year.
Timmerman trying to go up, and this is a foul on Stanton. It goes against Logan Tiki. It's the first foul.
I'm sorry, Kayla. Getting in the lane again there, Norfolk Catholic. Getting in the lane against that zone. That's generally good things happen when you're able to get inside the zone, get the ball in the lane. You can either, make plays, go to the basket from the lane or kick it out to your shooters.
Here's Fisher. Swings it over to Kelly. Now back inside to Burbach. Kicks it out. Core for 3. No good. That's short. Core trying to chase it into the student section. Mitchell Hupp ran into one of the students for Norfolk Catholic. Everybody's okay, but yeah, the home crowd, home students having some fun with that.
Good effort there by Hupp. I like the fact that Stanton is still engaged in this game despite being down sizably right now.
Here's Hupp, baseline jumper just inside the 3-point line, no good. Quickly inside to Burbach. Burbach using his body to put it up and misses short. Hupp with the rebound, and Core comes back with the foul. Tried to pick Hupp's pocket. Instead, it's Aiden Core's second foul. Almost poked away, now it is. Hudson Fisher with the steal. Separated himself from the defense of Axel Spence and scores.
That's where a lot of the offenses have come from Norfolk Catholic tonight, is off those steals. Get out and run, get in the transition game.
We mentioned Stanton has turned it over an average of 27 times per game. And that has been a factor today.
Yeah, definitely. 16 right now for Stanton.
It almost feels like it's more than that.
It does feel that way, yes. And I think part of that is because Norfolk Catholic's been so efficient off of those steals.
And grabbing offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
Three-pointer. That's no good. Hits the top of the backboard. Hammond grabs the rebound. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. All Norfolk Catholic, 41-7. Stanton has not yet scored in this third quarter. Out to Fisher. Nice move. Comes back up and fouled. Fennessy checks back into the game. Comes in for Carter Jansen.
Jaron Bloom guarding Fennessy right now. That's a pretty sizable advantage.
And they get right back to Fennessy. He misses. Fennessy's done a great job rebounding today, but his scoring inside has been a little unusual.
Yeah, they've missed a lot of pretty good looks off those rebounds tonight.
And here's another turnover. Here's Fennessy. Oh, finger roll. He wanted to throw it down.
Yeah.
Three-pointer from Hupp, no good. Aiden Core with the board.
Well, I think if you're Coach Manser, you're all right with him not throwing that down. You don't even get hurt doing something like that.
Student section giving Fennessy some love. Inside to Fisher. Tough shot, no good. Hupp pulls down the rebound.
Better job here in the second half from Stanton and rebounding. Not allowing those offensive rebounds here in the third quarter.
Wilkie to Tiki, getting trapped in the corner. That ball rolls out of bounds. Will stay with Stanton. Right in the hands of Wilkie. He's double teamed, gets away. Inside, nice pass. Finds a wide open Tanner Simmerman threading the needle.
They get out of that double team and find Simmerman inside. That's a good job by Stanton.
Burbach drives and kicks Hammond to three. Got it! 3 bombs fly in this third quarter as Max Hammond drills it. He's got 16.
Yeah, great night for Hammond. He's been usually the one running in those fast breaks, get layups. There he knocks down a three-pointer.
If you're Norfolk Catholic, you got to be pretty happy about having a team that can shoot threes if you want to.
I think that makes them dangerous because I think they're pretty good inside. They haven't scored, as we've mentioned several times, at a high clip inside, but you see their prowess inside and their size. Boy, if you start knocking down three-pointers, this is a very dangerous team.
Taking a three, that's blocked. Wilkie gets blocked at the top. Knights keep the basketball. I believe that was the defense from Hudson Fisher. Inside to Burbach. Here's Yost and keeps it in. Oh, and a travel. Hudson Fisher tried to shift to the right, came back and took a step.
A ball fake there and shuffled his feet. Otherwise, he had an open three.
20 seconds. Wilkie stops, passes underneath to Zimmerman. Can't get the roll. Rebounded by Burbach with only 4 seconds. Hammond stops, takes the three. Hammond short off the front of the rim. All Norfolk Catholic at the end of 3 quarters. Knights leading the Mustangs 46-9. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
A partner in your everyday since 1975. Woodhouse.
Check this out. This is one of the prizes they won at the halftime.
What could go
shooting.
wrong?
Young man. He's got to keep that cap on.
Give you $1 if you open that thing.
Don't listen to Grandpa Lou over here. Trying to mess around with the kids. You're the one who causes all the messes. I hope you know that.
Well, I serve a purpose.
That's your life purpose?
Yep, you betcha.
And that kid's life purpose right now is root beer. 46-9. It's the lead for Norfolk Catholic. All Knights in this one. Here's Stanton. Almost poked away and a foul. Mustangs trying to get into double digits yet in this ball game.
Yeah, it's been a rough go really all season offensively for Stanton. Only about 26 points a game, 27 points a game, and only 9 here tonight.
They haven't taken as many shots as Norfolk Catholic has. The Knights have won that category by quite a bit. Oh, poked away, almost stolen. Winds up with Norfolk Catholic again. Gets it out to Core. How about this play? 3 is good. Well, that was a wild sequence, and it's a 40-point Knights lead.
And that should trigger the continuous clock here. I think 40 points. The clock will not stop now.
Check that out. Core got the pass off the wild turn of events. Four threes in the ball game for Norfolk Catholic. Short, back up, and fouled. Aiden Core back to the free throw line.
Yeah, now this game will end quite quickly unless Stanton's able to get it underneath that 40-point lead that Norfolk Catholic has.
Here's Core. Puts up the free throw, no good. Norfolk Catholic last year went 18-8, really consistent all year long. Did lose a couple games. I think Manzer and the Knights both thought they should have won. Graduated 4 seniors, and that was one of the questions coming into this season, as Norfolk Catholic lost Cade Pieper to the Iowa Hawkeyes, Carter Kirkman, Mason Timmerman, Tristan Hazing really only kept Fennessy out of that starting 5. And this year, 0-2 to start, but Norfolk Catholic played 2 really good teams. Obviously, Gross Catholic lost to them by 1.
Yeah.
I think that's the second time in 3 years that Norfolk Catholic has lost to Gross, a Class B school, by a point.
Yeah, they're always close.
Here's Fisher, who takes it to the rack. Not only that, but also GICC. And that was a team who was in the state championship against Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think Norfolk Catholic's going to get better as the season goes along. Another turnover. I got that 21 turnovers for Stanton here tonight.
Inside kick out. There's the 3 from Timmerman. That's no good. Norfolk Catholic's just kind of having fun right now. Wilkie goes up and misses. Another 3, that's short. Here's Fisher, goes right back up. No good off back iron. Inside, stolen again. Here's Burbach to Timmerman.
In trouble.
He did. Well, our broadcast, just make sure you stick around for the end of it because we've got our Sarpy County Tourism Coaches post-game interview. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
And don't go away because the clock continues to run. We'll be doing that here shortly.
Down in 4 minutes left in this ball game. Kevin Manzer and our player of the game. Haven't quite decided yet who it's going to be. We'll find out. This 3 is no good. Rebounded by the Knights again. That's Yostin.
You know you've had a good performance as a team when it's tough to come up with a player of the game. Core with 3.
Oh, my goodness. That's his second 3. It's the Knights' 5th 3 in the second half. And timeout called by Stanton. 54-9 with 3:20 to play in our ball game. We'll be right back with the final 3:17 on News Channel Nebraska.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people. And we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
I'm Chris Suckup, and I started at Madison County Bank in 2003. Experience, commitment to community, and unmatched customer service. Madison County Bank has been rooted in Northeast Nebraska for over 130 years and is here to help you grow. For ag banking, home loans, and business banking, visit your local Madison County Bank in
Madison, Plainview, Albion, and all of Northeast Nebraska.
Oh, the A&W boys are back at it.
I'm guessing they drank it all now, huh?
Lou, this is root beer.
Root beer, okay.
54-9. It is all Norfolk Catholic. Inside low post. Nice pass to the corner. That's blocked away by Burbach, and Yostin chases down the board. Three minutes to play in the ball game. Hammond to Fisher. Both teams still want to play their style of offense and not just kind of messing around in a situation like this. Going in, losing the ball. Yostin traveled. Probably one of the hardest things about playing in games that can be lopsided is that you want to keep your focus on your offense, on keeping things tight and clean, but it can always be pretty difficult in situations like this.
Yeah, sometimes you get a little sloppy. You get away from what you fundamentally want to do.
Jump ball. And possession changes hands. A 45-point lead for Norfolk Catholic. Core thought about another three, kicked it out to Burbach, back inside to Yostin. He puts it up and gets the roll. Gage Yostin on the board.
That's good footwork there in the lane. Got that shot off and in. I think Norfolk Catholic's trying to keep Stanton into single digits here defensively.
And that's an impressive feat if they can finish that off. Working inside, Tiki kicks out, left wing, back to the top. Almost stolen away, it'll stay with Stanton. 55 seconds to play.
Like some of the shoes these Norfolk Catholic players have. Yeah, Max Salmon's got the pink ones. You got Aiden Core with purple shoes.
I like those purple ones. I've got a pair of white and purple ones that I put on whenever I try to beat you in horse, but for some reason it never works.
Never going to happen.
You are the luckiest horse player I think I've ever played against.
That's what they said about Larry Bird.
56-9. Core just trying to dribble this thing out. Look at those shoes.
Love them.
Gotta love this style. Final seconds tick off the clock. And Norfolk Catholic, in dominant fashion, takes down Stanton 56-9. Held the Mustangs to single digits throughout the course of the game. It was all Knights from the get-go early on, and they never looked back. Stick around, our post-game interviews, coaches, players, and top plays coming up next on NCN.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping. Star-studded evenings. And award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Partnering your everyday since 1975. Woodhouse.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Dominance from Norfolk Catholic as the Knights take down the Mustangs 56-9. And it is time for our top plays, brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank. Visit Elkhorn Valley Bank for all your banking needs. Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference. And Currency. Does your business know that Currency can help with financing big-ticket items. They are here to help at Currency. Check them out, gocurrency.com for details. Stanton and Norfolk Catholic, they've only played twice in the past 12 years, despite being only 15 minutes away from each other. Norfolk Catholic led early 3-0 as Max Hammond takes it to the rack. He finished with 16 points on the night, was dominant from start to finish. Norfolk Catholic continues their role, finding Hammond with a nice steal and a bucket. Down the court, Knights led early 9-0 after a Stanton timeout. Mustangs were able to grab their first points, but back to Max Hammond. His hot first quarter continued, really finding gaps in the defense and finishing strong. Here's the second quarter. Now check out this thing. Nolan Fantasy with a great steal, kept the ball in bounds as he headed out toward the third row, comes back up with the basketball, and who does he find down low? Right through a window. It's Max Hammond again. Nolan Fantasy with a great performance, passing and rebounding. As we see on display here, picks up the and one. Nolan Fantasy finished with 7 points. He's usually a 20-point scorer per game, but took it down a notch today. But there he is off the glass again. The Nebraska walk-on football commit in the corner. 3 from Hayden Kelly. Buried it to open up the third quarter. And the Knights continue to roll. Led 31-7 at the break. Now finding Hayden Kelly again, for his second three. Now 43-7. This bucket good from Tanner Simmerman. And heading to quarter number 4 with a running clock with a 40-point lead. Aiden Core, this is the three that did it. And he was feeling it as well. 51-9. One more three. Aiden Core puts it in. And Norfolk Catholic dominates to a huge 56-9 victory over Stanton. Well, down below, we've got Lou Seeker with our head coach, Kevin Manzer, and our player of the game to wait. Let's send it on to Coach Manzer and Mr. Lou.
Thanks a lot, Kalen. Well, the Norfolk Catholic Knights, they get a clean sweep here tonight. The ladies won earlier. Now the Norfolk Catholic guys get the win 56-9 over the Stanton Mustangs. I'm joined now by head coach Kevin Manzer. And, Coach, you come into the ball game, a couple close losses. This one you kind of left no doubt. What did you like most about your team's performance here tonight?
Rebounding. We came out and rebounded well. A lot of intensity. Our guys were really happy to finally be able to play in front of our home crowd because we've been on the road a lot. And so just to have a home debut like that with that level of intensity, very happy with that.
Well, you mentioned the rebounding, really good on the offensive glass. They weren't always able to get those shots to go. Is that? You're happy with the effort. Was there? What did you see about just kind of missing some close shots around the rim?
Yeah, we always talk about how if the effort's there, the rest will follow. And this early in the season, we've missed a couple that we're going to be finishing here in a couple weeks. But if the effort's there, if we're constantly crashing the boards, we're going to get a good result.
You guys really played well defensively. Obviously, Stan only had 9 points, but you're able to turn them over and get out and score in transition. Was that something you were looking to do? Was that part of the game plan, is to get out and run on these guys?
That's part of our season plan. Is we've played really good defense in the last 2 years, but we felt like we could push it to where we could turn it into more offense, and we were able to do that. We've emphasized the heck out of that in practice, and it was nice to see the guys execute that.
Seemed like the 3-point shots weren't falling either in the first half, but really started to pick that up in the second half. It looks like with the way you guys play inside, if those outside shots start falling, you guys could be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, we can shoot. That's the thing that we don't shoot a ton of threes, but we can. And so these guys having the lid come off the basket, hitting some shots in rhythm, they got the green light to do it. And, yeah, you're right. If we can start hitting from the outside, which we will, it was just a matter of time, getting into a rhythm to be able to do that. But, yeah, we've got a good outside game.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, congratulations on a big win. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
You bet. That's head coach Kevin Manzer. Let's get Max Hammond to step on in here. Max, congratulations on a big win here tonight. You guys, we talked with Coach, you guys really were able to turn them over. You got a lot of points in transition early on. What were you seeing out there, and how were you able to kind of get behind that play and make those layups?
Yeah, I just trust my defenders, and they were ready to pass it on to the runouts, I guess. Yeah.
Also able to start making some three-pointers there in that second half. Is that something you've worked on, to be a good perimeter shooter?
Yeah, I just wanted to establish my game with layups at first, get the confidence up, and then take a couple shots after that. So, yeah.
Well, you guys lost a couple games, real close ball games coming into this one. How important was it to get this win and kind of get that taste out of your mouth?
Yeah, it feels good. Just getting that confidence up, getting ready for tomorrow night with Bishop Newman. It just feels great to get that win.
Now, Scott, I don't know. I'm just guessing here. Is it the shoes? Is that what we're talking about?
I think it was the shoes tonight. I mean, this is my first game with the shoes. I think it did it. So
you better keep wearing them. Max, congratulations. 16 points and 4 rebounds. You're our player of the game. Congratulations on the win and being our player of the game.
Thank you.
All right, that's Max Hammond. Kayla, let's go ahead and send it back to you.
Thanks, Lou. And Max Hammond, our player of the game, 16 points, 4 rebounds, and a dominant victory for Norfolk Catholic. As you heard, Kevin Manzer happy with how his entire team played tonight. 56-9, the final score over Stanton. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. For everybody who helped out with today's broadcast, our camera crew, of course, Connor in the truck and Lou Siefker, our color and sideline extraordinaire. My name is Kalen Deppen. Thanks for watching on News Channel Nebraska.
We now join regular programming on News Channel Nebraska.